is Habits of the Rich. And I'm actually reading off this information from Tom Corley. He wrote a book called Rich Habits, and there's 20 different habits. And the reason I'm reading this off is because people that are wealthy and people that are living the life that they want have different habits. They simply have different habits, and sometimes it's hard to tell what habits are good, what habits are bad, because most people just hang around, the average of the 5 people that make the money that they make. So if someone makes $50,000 a year, you're probably going to hang around people that make about the same. But if you want to make $100,000, you have to start maintaining some of those habits. So I'm not going to go through all of these, but they are definitely timely, and you can ask yourself, hey, is this something that I do? So number 2, 80% of the wealthy are focused on accomplishing some single goal. That's actually something I went over yesterday, is actually having a goal. Only 12% do this. 80% have a goal, 12% of the poor do this. 76% of the wealthy exercise 4 days a week, 23% of the poor do this. That's big. Here's another one, and I can totally tell the difference. 63% of wealthy listen to audiobooks during a commute to work versus 5 people for 4 people, for poor people. So anyone that wants more success, you gotta tap into new information. It's, I know it's easy to listen to the radio. I know it's easy to listen to different stuff that's online, but you gotta plug in to the right information. 81% of the wealthy maintain a to-do list versus 19% for the poor. Let's see here. 67% of the wealthy write down their goals versus 17% for the poor. There's something to say about writing down your goals. 88% of the wealthy read 30 minutes or more each day for education or career reasons versus 2% for the poor. So 2% of all the poor read 30 minutes or more. 88%, almost 90% of wealthy people read 30 minutes a day. Probably a good habit to pick up on. Let's see here. 67% of the wealthy watch 1 hour or less of TV every day versus 23% of the poor. So 67% watch 1 hour or less of TV every day. And I got to tell you myself, I don't watch TV. I don't plug into it. It's just it's not going to be fruitful for me. So I just choose not to watch TV. Let's see here. 84% of wealthy believe good habits create opportunity versus 4% for the poor. So pretty much what that says is the wealthy believe that you can create good habits, and then those good habits can create opportunity, where the poor will just say, you know what, that person got lucky, I can't control that. Same part of the percentage here. 76% of the wealthy believe that bad habits create detrimental luck versus 9% of the poor. And 86% of wealthy love to read versus 26% of the poor. And 86% of wealthy believe in lifelong education, self-improvement versus 5% for the poor. So hopefully that helps a little bit. Again, the guy's name is Tom Corley, Corley. His website's richhabits.net. Look him up. He wrote a book on this, and if you want to improve your life, if you want to improve your financial results, you got to learn what the wealthy do. You got to learn from people that do different things that have different results. So the call to action is, my call to action for you, go ahead and Google Tom Corley. Look him up. Look up this sheet. It's just a PDF that I pulled up offline. And reading books, pick up his book. He's studied the habits of people that are not where they want to be financially, and he has studied the habits of the people that are financially wealthy. So even if you just hung out with someone that had those good habits, hang out with them for 1, 2, 5, 10 years, eventually you're going to get raised up to where you want to be. You might not be where you want to be, but you'll probably be in a completely different spot. So